Hello. It's been a long time since I've done a MacBook video, but I wanted to come on here because I have been feeling insecure about my acceptance to master's school because of the school I got into and because of my financial aid package. And it's not really actually probably about any of that. It's probably about a general feeling of not being significantly spectacular and amazing. And these types of moments tend to highlight that for me because it's kind of giving me war flashbacks to getting accepted into undergrad. And I got rejected from a lot of schools, so many schools. And then I got into a few, but they were all like grossly expensive. And they were all in the States, and I was not going to the States. And then when I finally got some Canadian letters back, um, I got accepted into Western and Ryerson, which is now Toronto Metropolitan University, but I got rejected from University of Toronto, which is the school that I had wanted to go to. And I know that that was the school I wanted to go to because of its legacy and its outward appearance, its reputation. I knew that it was a good school. I knew that it was well known. So I was like, yeah, I want to go here. It wasn't about anything else really. And I feel like I have a problem with that kind of thing. I don't know if I tend to, because I haven't had many experiences of going after things um, that are like super competitive or high level. Well, I guess I have. I've experienced a lot of rejection in my life, so I'm used to rejection. But um, getting accepted and then getting accepted into a place where I am feeling insecure about uh, whether it's considered a great school, whether it's considered a competitive school, or just generally very easy to get into. All of that is being triggered up as a feeling, and then I'm feeling shame because I'm super disappointed in myself for even feeling that way because I know I don't actually care. Like, this is strange, but I know I don't actually care on a superficial level. On a core level, I know I must care, and I know that that has something to do with something else, but I don't actually give a fuck. When it really comes down to it, which I don't know why I'm categorizing as that as a superficial level, but I feel like I don't actually care. So I'm confused as to why well, I'm not confused. It's just frustrating that it's such a thing for me, and I'm waiting on one more application, and I've already gotten rejected from uh, this McGill scholarship that I had applied for that had kind of set off this whole master's journey in the first place. This school that I got accepted into was very much so an afterthought, to be honest. I wasn't thinking much. I was thinking a lot about it when I applied in the beginning. I was very excited. Um, but in the aftermath, I wasn't because I had moved on to thinking about U of T and getting very excited about that. And so getting into this school was I found out kind of randomly. And um, ever since, I've felt insecure about my financial aid. I've felt insecure about the school itself. I've just felt a whole bunch of emotions that I want to get out so that I can focus on feeling excited. Because I know that at the end of the day, I'm excited and I'm looking forward to this experience. I think I'm just experiencing disappointment from not having achieved the whole of what I wanted out of this master's application experience, which was to get into a school and not have to pay for anything, um, and not have to worry and be able to really focus. And that's not right now the outcome that I have. I still need to think about how I'm going to pay for rent and find a job and all these things. And all of that, I think, really stresses me out and makes me feel like I failed in some type of way. And because the school is not on like the top 10 list of schools and universities in Canada, I'm feeling insecure about it. Just feeling generally pretty insecure. And I feel sad about that because I wish I could be more in the moment and more in a spirit of gratitude because I am very grateful and I am very excited. So I wish this wasn't the feeling that I have, but it's the feeling that I have, and I don't know, I can't deny it. You know, it is just what I'm feeling. I'm still hoping that I get into U of T and that I get an incredible, amazing scholarship, and I'm like mind blown, you know what I mean? But I'm also like, it's not healthy to be pushing something that's such an accomplishment to the side the way I am with this situation. And I really want to address it and just confront myself a little bit on it because I don't want to take it for granted. And I know that ultimately I won't because I felt this way about the university I got into for undergrad. And I ended up having a great experience. Um, but I still feel a little just, I don't know. I don't know. I don't feel as magical or hopeful or excited. It's also probably because I'm in still such a waiting period. It's so early. I have so much time to go before I start this journey, which would start in May. And because I'm still hanging in the balance with another school, I think it's just a bunch of things. Also, because I haven't heard back from a few other things I applied to that were different but career related, that I'm just generally feeling a little down and disappointed, which I feel so like ridiculous for feeling this way because it's like you got into masters, you got aid, like you got a scholarship, but I feel this way and I can't, you know. It is what it is. I feel this way. So I want to not feel this way. Basically, I want to get over it. I want to be happy and grateful and screaming from the mountaintops and excited and proud of myself. And I don't want to feel like this because it's so like why? But I also am trying not to shame myself out of feeling this way because that's not going to be helpful. It's just going to make me feel worse. So I need to not shame myself, but also not let this feeling linger. I don't know. Maybe I'll go on Reddit, but I'm scared to go on Reddit and share because I'm scared people will be like, get the fuck over it, you know? And I'm a little too sensitive. So I'm probably going to talk to ChatGPT about it. Because I tried to talk to my family about it, but they're just like, stop, you know? And I understand why, because they don't want me to feel this way at all. And they are like, there's no need. Like, what are you talking about? So, no one really understands. So I'm just gonna go ahead and yeah, deal with it myself, I guess, and try to get over it. Hopefully, I'm able to do that.